Hi, everybody. Um, I'm just going to give it a second and let people join us. Today, we're going to talk about raising your vibration, and I'm also going to offer a Reiki raise your vibe type of boost so that we can help not only talk about how we can raise our vibration in our just daily actions, our daily life, but also how we can use Reiki to assist us with raising our vibration. So I love talking about vibration. I talk about it a lot at different workshops and things like that I do. Vibration is absolutely everything. It makes a huge difference in the well-being of our mind, body, and spirit. So it doesn't just help our spirit self, but it also helps just how we feel. We feel better physically, mentally. And one of the cool things about when we really are intentional about our vibration, one of the really cool things that just naturally happens is as we raise our vibration, we naturally start aligning with better. We live in an energetic universe. So what we vibrate at is what we become a match for. And as we intentionally do things to raise our vibration, then that improves basically what comes in for us. So I love talking about raising our vibe, shifting ourselves, moving into feeling our absolute best. So today, these are about 30 minutes long. In our 30-minute talk, a little bit about some things you can do to help raise your vibration, and then we'll have a Reiki offering too as well. So let me pull up my little notes here. So for anyone new to this, my name is Laura Rose, and I am the energy healer behind Sacred Soul Energy Healing. So I'm an intuitive, I'm a Reiki master, I'm a channel, I'm a writer. I also love doing things like art, photography, hiking. I love exploring new areas, whitewater rafting. I love all sorts of stuff. So I'm more than just what I do. There's lots of things I love, and I incorporate as much of that into my life as I possibly can. One of my big focuses is helping raise the vibration of the planet by helping all of you to feel your best. And that's one of the things I'm so passionate about, is helping everyone to feel their best. The other thing I'm super passionate about is ensuring that people don't feel alone. I have felt very alone most of this journey. I don't know that I necessarily was, but I felt alone because I felt so different from other people. And it's really important to me to help bring people together, help people to not feel so alone in this journey, because we're not alone at all. The 444 in my Sacred Soul website, you'll see it all over the place. I put 444 and everything, is when I first had the spiritual stuff start happening to me, the 444 started showing up everywhere. And I, of course, there's people that see numbers and synchronicities, and I didn't know what any of this was. And I Googled, finally it occurred to me to start Googling what these number sequences are. And 444 meant you're not going at this alone. And for someone who had felt alone for 40 years, that was like a big deal. So it's become not only kind of a nod to my spirit helpers who really wanted to emphasize to me that they're with me, but it's also a way to let you all know that you're not doing this alone. And nor am I. We all have these wonderful helpers that are helping us. So good morning, everyone. Glad to have you here. Thank you for being here. So again, for anyone who's just joined us, we are going to talk a little bit about raising your vibration so that you can walk away with some tips and tricks to help you with that. And then we'll move into the Reiki offering. So is there anyone here who's new to Reiki? Is there anyone who's never received energy healing, Reiki? They all kind of go together. So if there's anyone who's never received it before, please, by all means, put something in the chat so that I know if this is your first time. In the United States, this seems to be kind of a thing that's less people have heard of. However, it's been around for a long time. We have these beautiful energy centers throughout our body that correspond to different things. Like we have a heart chakra that corresponds to love and our ability to receive and give love. There's throat chakras, there's our third eye, there's all sorts of stuff. And what I do is I help people get their energy nice and clear so that they can feel their absolute best. Good morning. Okay, so I have two, before we move into the talk, I have two upcoming workshops just to let you know about. On August 11th, we're going to be talking about how to heal the mother line. And so anyone who's attended my workshops knows that a lot of what happens is I will be guided on a topic and I may not necessarily know a whole lot about it, or I don't think I do. And then there will be different things that once I go, okay, well, we'll talk about that topic. There'll be different things that my guides, my helpers, they start pulling into my reality so that I will experience firsthand. Plus, I get channeled messages. Plus, I will get like step by step by step on how to work through things, how to heal things. And then with the Heal the Mother line, not only am I going to be sharing what that experience has taught me and also their tips, their tricks, the channeled messages. This particular workshop will also have an energetic clearing that's all about bringing you into balance. So that'll be August 11th. And then on the 25th, I'm doing another workshop that's all about connecting to our loved ones that have passed on. I've not talked about it much, but in December, my stepfather passed away, and he was just a wonderful man. He continues to be a wonderful man, but he's a wonderful man. And my mom, thankfully, I seem to be someone who awakens others. So my mom awakened after I did, my sister did. And because we had that perspective of understanding that our loved ones are not far from us, it really helped us with the grieving process. And all of us, including my sister's children, we all have our ways that we communicate with our stepdad. And it's really amazing. It's really awesome. And it's really helped heal our hearts to be able to communicate with him, to know that he's okay, to be able to check in with him or say, hey, the family's getting together. If you want to join us, please do, that type of thing. So I wanted to do a workshop to help share that information so that if anyone has loved ones that have passed on, and this includes our pets, I have been able to use different techniques to communicate with my pets that have passed on. If you have that, that desire to be able to communicate, to know that your loved ones are fine, this is a great workshop for that. My stepdad, I asked him if he would be willing to be a part of the workshop, so he's going to join and we'll demonstrate the different techniques that I've used to communicate with him. He's going to be there to join us. So hopefully you can attend one or both of those workshops if they align with you, of course. So let's talk about raising our vibration. Like, what the heck does that mean? How do we do it? So everything has a vibration. Our food, our clothes, the home we live in, the way we decorate our home, the land we live on, where we work, the work we do, the people we hang with, literally everything holds an energetic vibration. And and for some people like me who were completely clueless about spiritual stuff until I had a very abrupt awakening a few years ago, I was completely clueless about anything. Yeah, you have an idea of what you like and what you don't like, but you're not really thinking about things in terms of vibration. And once I became aware, and then I started to understand how my intuitive gifts work, it just kind of shifted this whole awareness of the vibration of everything around me. So the food I was eating has a vibration. The clothes I choose to wear, where I was working, everything had this vibration. And I started to become very aware of how this was impacting me and affecting me. If this was moving me up in vibration, which would be something that would help me with aligning with future goals and plans, or was this dropping me in vibration, which might potentially be taking me further from them. So I started just by becoming more mindful of how I feel in my body at all times. My body, our bodies, are a notification system that let us know if we're in alignment, if we're in the flow of love, or if we have stepped out of alignment. And the way it has been shown to me is alignment is basically, you can think of it as a source of light that comes down all the way spirit, all the way down through your body, and then goes into the center of the earth. And when we're in that place, you can think of it as a place of steady flow. Our chakras are open. We don't feel anxiety. We feel very much at peace because we know that we're working in conjunction with the energy of heaven and earth. Okay, so it has that type of feeling to it. When we step out of alignment, we know because we'll experience things like anxiety. That's a big one for me. I'll start to feel a lot of anxiety in my stomach, or I'll find that my thoughts start racing. I'll start thinking about all sorts of whatever. Like, it doesn't even make sense sometimes, just the way my thoughts are racing and jumping from one thing to another. Those are all signs that my body has moved out of alignment. I'm not in energetic alignment with my source, because the source, our spirit, is love, and it's a feeling of harmony and peace and balance, and just kind of a, girl, you don't need to worry about this because, spirit has your back, your guides have your back, you've got this, you're okay. Versus, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I need to plan out the next 10 steps for the future because I'm super anxious about how this is all going to work out. Super different vibrations. And as I became more mindful of how my body felt around different things, that helped me to start to identify areas that were raising my vibration versus lowering my vibration. So, one way to look at it is, if I am hanging out with a friend and I notice when I leave that friend, I just feel really happy. I feel really good. That is a interaction that was helping bump my vibration. If I hang out with that friend and I feel exactly the same, like we hang out, I feel just as I did as I left, then that's more of a neutral, meaning we're in a similar vibrational pattern. If I hang out with a friend and then I leave, and I'm not saying that, we're just saying we're just having a normal interaction, not that they told you devastating news. So we just had a normal interaction, and then we part ways and I just feel anxious. I feel like crying, things like that. That's letting you know that that person may not necessarily be in a vibrational alignment. Doesn't mean that you don't want to hang out with them or you want to stop being friends with them. You're just simply becoming aware of what's in vibrational alignment. With people, one thing to keep in mind too is that sometimes we kind of do go up and down. So if you have a dear friend that normally uplifts you, or is in a vibrational sync, and maybe they're just going through a really hard time, they might be down a little bit, right? Like, it doesn't mean we stop talking to our buddies, but we just recognize that they're having a challenging time and they're holding a different vibration. Our workplaces work the same way. The food we put in our body works the exact same way. We just want to pay attention to what makes us feel neutral, lifts us up, versus brings us down. And the more we can either stay with things that are neutral, which I would say most things probably in your life are going to be neutral, versus and brings you up. The more you can add more things that bring you up, which is going to lift your vibration, the better, the easier it's going to be. And reduce or omit what brings you down. So if you find things that are challenging, I find food for me has a big deal in vibration, and it's important for me to be very mindful of the food I put into my body. nothing that one of the things that I have found very interesting on this spiritual journey is, as I have been working on myself and raising my vibration, one of the things I have found very interesting, at least for me, I can't say this would be for everyone, but for me, I have found it very interesting how much more noticeable it has become on different foods that do not align with me. Where before I just ate whatever. I didn't feel good, but I just ignored it. Now I'll just notice, oh gosh, I can tell that wasn't in vibrational alignment with me, and that's okay. I just won't eat it often, or I'll avoid it completely if I can. But it's just kind of interesting that as we kind of do these shifts and changes, it's really interesting what starts to, because we're continuously changing and shifting. We aren't meant to be stagnant. So we're always kind of changing and shifting. And it's very interesting to see these subtle little changes that start to take place. Doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It can very much mean actually that you've done everything right. And that is why the shift is occurring, which is a cool thing. One of the amazing things is, and I said this at the beginning, so anyone who's just hopping on, one of the really cool things about raising your vibration is that you feel better in mind, body, and spirit. You just do. You find it easier to manifest, and bring things into your reality, because if you think about it, what you want is holding a different vibration than what you are. So if this is what you want is over here at a little bit higher vibration, when you move yourself in vibration, it helps make it easier for you to be an energetic match for it. So when you do that, that's one of the cool things that happen, and it just happens very naturally. You don't even have to be intentional about it. You can just be aware that you're just naturally going to align yourself with better, because we live in a universe that's based on vibration. So I just want to look at the comments real quick. Got a couple folks that are new here. Awesome. Glad to have you. Holly, have you ever had energy healing before? Because we're going to do that here in a moment. If anyone is new to energetic, having energy healing or Reiki, by all means, put something in the chat. And if you, let's see, I normally ask a question. I meant to at the beginning. If anyone, let me see, what kind of question can we ask? So Holly's had it a few times. Wonderful. All right. So how about this? Where is everyone tuning in from? I usually ask that at the very beginning, and I kind of just jumped right into vibration. I told you guys I get really excited about this topic, and I just kind of jump in. So go ahead and share where you are all tuning in from. I am in North Carolina, so I'm outside the Smoky Mountains, not on the other side of Gatlinburg. So I'm in the Smoky Mountain area. So we got New York City, Ohio. We got some Reiki masters here. Love it. Joanne, I moved here from Indiana, so I am very familiar with Indiana. Before I moved, I lived in Monrovia, and I'm actually originally from Eminence. So I'm very familiar with Indiana, Michigan, Oklahoma, Sweden, Canada, Alabama, Maryland, Oregon. Oregon's beautiful. Got another person from Indiana. We got Canada. Awesome. Welcome. All right. So let's move into our energy healing. So if anyone's never received it before, welcome. I hope you enjoy it. Wisconsin, Vermont. Awesome. I have a new mug. I bought this from a lovely woman at an art show in Asheville a couple weeks ago. And I told her I just loved it. And I told her that when I did my next live, I was going to show everybody my new mug. It's very beautiful. It's green on the inside. It's very beautiful. If anyone's looking for new mugs, her studio is called Tangled Studios out of Maryland, Tennessee. So if you're looking for a new mug, she was really lovely. Really wonderful human. Scotland, Wisconsin, Florida. Awesome. All right, well, let's get started on this energy healing. The intention with this energy healing is to raise your vibration for your highest and greatest good. My intention here is just to get you into the right balance that's perfect for you. The beautiful thing about energy work is that it has its own intelligence. So when I'm doing a one-on-one with somebody, yes, it's very customized to that person. But the cool thing is when I'm doing a group is that we've got guides, helpers, higher selves. We got all sorts of folks here that are helping us. Plus, the Reiki energy has its own intelligence. So it's going to know exactly where you need to be. If you do accept this energy, do stay till the end, because the grounding is a very important part of this. And I do that at the end. So please stay for the whole thing. It's important that we ground your energy at the end of it. Otherwise, you might feel kind of out of body and floaty. And I want to make sure everyone feels very grounded at the end of it, okay? So if you wish to receive this energy, please state yes quietly to yourselves. And I'm just taking a moment to connect myself to the energy of heaven and earth, and then to connect to you all. Wonderful. You can close your eyes if you desire. You can relax, lay down, or sit in a comfy chair, whatever you want. It helps to bring this energy in when we quiet our mind. So just take a couple deep breaths. Take a nice big inhale and exhale fully. Go ahead and do another one. Inhale. Exhale. And I like the number 3, so let's do one more. Inhale and release fully. And as you return to your normal breathing, just picture light flooding your body, moving in, light from the universe, from source, from spirit, high vibrational energy moving into your body. Imagine this lighting up all your cells, your bones, your blood, your organs, your skin, your hair. Moving this energy out to your feet, your legs, torso, arms, shoulders, neck and head. Breathing in more light. Allowing that light to fully surround you and fill your body. I want you to take a moment to think of something or someone that brings you joy and love. Maybe it's a person, a pet, a place, a great memory. I want you to take a moment and think of that. And not just think of it, but truly feel it. Feel that energy of joy, of love. Just bring it to mind. You should all be smiling now with your thought of this person or thing or place that brings you joy. And as you inhale, just let that energy really saturate you. Really bring that energy into your body. Using this feeling as a guide, your higher self and I are going to boost your vibration to the appropriate level for you and anchor this energy in. So if you're sensitive to energy, you may feel it. Just moving your energy up to a vibrational level that's perfect for you. I ask your higher self to join us. While we're here, while we're boosting that vibe, I'm going to go ahead and ask Archangel Michael to cut any cords of attachment that might be lowering your vibration. We want to bring you into energetic alignment. And while we're still holding you at this new vibration, just letting that anchor in, I'm going to go ahead and clear your energy field of any energy that you might be carrying that doesn't belong to you, or any energy that you might be carrying that's ready to move on. Your guides and helpers are with you. One of the wonderful things about raising our vibration is it helps us to be more clear um, in our mind. It also assists us with our ability to access intuition, access information, and messages from guides and helpers and our higher self. It really helps with accessing this stuff. It's easier to hear it and receive it in whatever way is best for your intuitive abilities. So when I got the message that your guides and helpers are around you, I also got the message that they're rejoicing. They want you to be able to access information easier. So there's kind of almost like this energy of kind of a celebration going on here where there's, yeah, they're happy. They're happy you're there. It's important to remember that this vibration, this energy is who you are. All we've done is uncovered the energetic junk that you've been carrying so that we could reveal the beautiful vibration that you truly are. This is you. This is all you, and this is who you really are. This energy is always there. You always have access to it. Sometimes it might take recalling that memory that brings you joy and happiness and letting it reactivate you. Sometimes it might be that you need to ask Archangel Michael to help you cut some cords. This energy is always there. You always have access to it. Just sometimes we don't mean to, but we cover all that beautiful energy up with a bunch of energetic junk. And that's when you see people like me to help you get it clear, right? All right, we're going to start grounding your energy. So just bringing you gently, gently, gently back to earth. Bringing your energy down into the center, the core of Mother Earth. Sometimes that high vibe feels amazing, so that's where we feel like we want to stay. But here on Earth, it's actually very important that we stay in balance and not stay up too high in these upper chakras, but to have all of our chakras balanced and to be energetically aligned with both heaven and earth. We want to be connected to both. When we are connected to both and truly open and flowing, we feel so much peace and so balanced and aligned. We're just continuing to ground your energy. Whenever we do a vibe bump, it's important to make sure everyone gets a good grounding. So hang tight with me. Let me continue to ground your beautiful energy. I'm just going to go ahead and ask your higher self, guides, and helpers to ensure that you receive the level of grounding that you need that's completely perfect for you. And while we are continuing to ground, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to do a clearing. I'm going to ask the pendulum that I'm holding to go ahead and clear your home and space of any energy that's not of love and light, of the highest resonance. That way, if you had a big release, that we're making sure that energy is released into love and not hanging around your house. If you're feeling grounded and ready to move on, you are welcome to start moving your body, stretching, wiggling your fingers and toes. If you're someone that needs a little extra grounding, I will continue to ground your energy. So I'll let you guys decide what you need. Anytime you receive any sort of energetic work, be sure to drink plenty of water. It's kind of like when you get a massage, there's all sorts of stuff still kind of happening. There's an integration happening. There's different things going on. And it's important to make sure that you drink plenty of water so that that integration can continue to happen as it needs. And for anyone that's fully decided to come back, I would love to know how that experience was for you. How are you feeling? How are you doing? Um, on my end, I could feel, so my intuitive abilities, a lot of it is feeling. So on my end, I could feel the higher vibrations. I could feel the stuff falling off of you, if that makes sense. So as we lifted you up, there was just stuff that was falling off. I could feel it leaving. And then the grounding piece, when I did the grounding, it felt very like a balanced energy, very peaceful. Wonderful. You're so welcome, Joanne. You're so welcome, Heidi. Okay, and I'm just offering more grounding to anyone who still feels like they might need it. So, just so you know, that's why I keep closing my eyes. I keep just kind of checking in and seeing. Um, you guys are so welcome. All right, people are feeling more calm. Perfect. That's how it feels on my end. It feels very, very peaceful and calm. It feels in balance. We just sometimes cutting those cords, and that's something you can do yourself. Is just say, Archangel Michael, I ask that all cords be cut. Or you can. I have a symbol I use. I do this, implying which is meant to say I want all cords cut. Um, yeah. Some people felt some emotions. That happens. That definitely happens during energetic work. You guys are so welcome. Wonderful. So Before we hop off, just a reminder in case you hopped on later, there's a couple upcoming workshops that I'm doing this month. The Healing the Motherline workshop will have an energetic clearing as well in that workshop. And the Connecting to Our Loved Ones in Spirit will not have an energetic clearing. However, my stepfather, who has passed on, and my beloved dog that passed on about 10 years ago, are going to be joining me to help me teach you guys ways to connect to your loved ones that have passed on. So hopefully, if any of that stuff appeals to you, hopefully I'll see you guys on those workshops. We do connect over Zoom, which is cool. I like being able to, when I do, like, for example, when I'm doing this, I can't see any of you. I can only see the chat. Connecting over Zoom is really cool. I get a chance to see folks. There are people that attend every single workshop, and it's just fun to get to see you guys and get to know you as individuals. So if that is something that appeals to you, by all means join us. If you are interested but are not able to attend live, they are recorded, and I do send them out after. It's usually within the hour, if not 30 minutes after a workshop is over, that I send the recording out to everyone who registered. So if you're interested but can't attend, still sign up. They're only $11.11, and we'll send everything out. I'm just going to take a moment here. I missed some of the comments. I just want to check and make sure I'm not missing anything in case somebody has some concerns or questions they have. So yes, grounding is super big deal. And with all the energies we've had, I haven't paid a whole lot of attention, but we've got some folks in our private group that thankfully do. And there's been solar flares. I think there's a new moon. There's been a lot of energy. I think last night I slept maybe 4 hours. So if I look tired, it's because I am. But these energies, it seems to be new moon energies. I think it's new moon energies that seem to keep me up. So grounding, yes, make sure you ground your energy. Put your feet directly on the earth. I am a big believer in grounding mats. I have one. I'm an affiliate for a company because I believe in them so much. So if you're interested in the grounding mats, on my Facebook page, pinned to the top, I have the link. I'll make sure I share it again this weekend. But grounding mats are amazing. I sleep on them every night, and one of the biggest changes I found with the grounding mat, and I've shared this before, so if you already heard it, I apologize. But one of the biggest changes I noticed with the grounding mat, because my big thing, they reduce inflammation. So my big thing is I wanted to grounding in general reduces inflammation. And I love the idea of sleeping on a mat that's bringing grounding to my body and getting, let's just pretend I get 8 hours of sleep, but I'm getting that kind of energy all night. So I was like, yes, sign me up. But one of the cool things that happened is several years ago, I am getting ready to turn 45. So this probably started in my late 30s. I would wake up in a pool of sweat, and it didn't occur to me that it might be perimenopause. I just thought I was hot when I was sleeping. And it wasn't until I got the grounding mat back in December that these hotness episodes disappeared. And then it dawned on me that these are signs of perimenopause. So yeah, so I kind of chuckle at myself all the time where I'm like, I just thought I was hot, but it turns out it was that. So one of the cool things about the grounding mat is that that doesn't happen to me anymore unless unless the house actually gets too hot, like it's like temperature wise, it's too hot, then I'll still wake up hot. But it's amazing. Love that thing. So Sue, I have lots of challenges with little bouts of depression and anxiety. And I just think it's part of being a sensitive person on this planet. This is a challenging planet to be on. So just take really good care of yourself, ground your energy. I love giving myself hugs. I'll literally will just give myself a hug and say, it's okay, you're going to be okay. I just hug myself when I need it. So just take really good care. Listen to what your body needs. I have found that sometimes what I really need is a distraction, and I might go put on a movie or go to get a book from the library, and I just need something else to shift out of my thoughts. So I understand there's been a lot of energy this week that has triggered all sorts of stuff. And if you've been feeling that too, you're not alone. I also have felt that. I think I have cried buckets of tears this week, and I know it's because the energies are changing, but it doesn't make it feel any different. It's hard. I'm sorry, looking over the chat. Bethany asked about the workshop times. They are at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so they're 2 hours past this time. So this started at 11 a.m. Thank you, Muriel. I'm glad you're going to be there. I always love seeing your smiley face, and I appreciate that you also enjoy the workshops. I love it. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys taking time to hang out with me and spend a little bit of your Saturday with me. Um, it's always nice to connect with so many beautiful souls and offer some energy to just kind of help you guys feel your best and get yourself into alignment. It's these, I'm seeing people are saying that they've been feeling stressed out. Yeah, it's these energies, and I'm not very good at paying attention, I will admit. But we've got there's a private Facebook group for people that attend the so for folks that attend the Motherline workshop, they'll be invited to this private group. And it's small. I think there's 25 of us, but we do share things in there, and we have a member there that's really good about sharing things that are happening energetically, which really helps all of us to realize that we're not insane. It's just what's going on. There's a lot going on with energy, and it's just creating, releasing. And the nice thing though is that with that release, it's intended to help you with being open to receiving the new. That's the thing. That's the thing about it. Even though it's uncomfortable, as you work through it, as you clear it, as you let it go and move on, you are actually creating space. You're releasing what it is that was ready to go, and you're creating space. And that's what one-on-one sessions are about a lot, or even these group things. We're clearing away, and we don't even have to know what it is. We're just clearing away what's ready to go, and it creates a space within us for better to come in. So whether you have an hour-long session, or you hop on here, or you attend a workshop and you learn techniques, all of that is helping you to raise your vibration and feel your best, and then align with something better. Everything you do towards feeling your best is helping you. It really is. Even when it feels like we've fallen into a slump and we're feeling depression and anxiety, as we move through it and we go our way back up, even though it does feel like it does this a lot, but as we move our way back up, it's all right. We move up higher than where we were before. So you guys are so welcome. Thanks for taking time to visit with me and spend some time with me. I always really enjoy these. And if for some reason you have any questions, you are always welcome to send me. If you're following along on Facebook or Instagram, you're always welcome to send me a direct message. If you're following on YouTube, in the description, I always have my email address. You're always welcome to send me an email if you have questions. So Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. It's always a pleasure. And I am going to enjoy my tea and my beautiful mug. And I will look forward to connecting with you all next month when I do the next one. I didn't say when that one will be, did I? It's usually, I try to do them the first Saturday of the month. However, my birthday is the 6th, and I am taking myself on a little beach trip for the weekend. So I will not be doing the live then. So the live might be end up being the 31st of August. I'll need to look at it. So sorry for I was thinking I was like, oh, I'll just tell them it'll be the first weekend. Just kidding. It won't be the first weekend, but I'll find a date and we'll meet again here on YouTube and Facebook. So thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Sending you all lots and lots of love.